Hey everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I want to talk about something small, something you've probably used hundreds of times without thinking twice, a simple US quarter. But not just any quarter. We're going to talk about the 1992 D Washington quarter, and why it might actually be worth a lot more than 25 cents. Some people have found these quarters and ended up selling them for thousands of dollars. In very rare cases, some of these coins have sold for over $100,000, and some experts believe the most unique ones might even go for up to $450,000. So, if you like coins, or just want to know if you've got something valuable lying around in your change jar, stick with me. I'm going to explain the history, what to look for, and how to tell if your 1992 D quarter is a hidden treasure. Let's get into it. So first, let's talk about the coin itself. The Washington quarter was first made in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first U.S. president. On the front of the coin, there's a portrait of Washington facing left. You'll see the word Liberty at the top and In God We Trust on the left side. Under his neck, you'll see the year, in this case, 1992, and just under that, a little D, which stands for the Denver Mint. Now on the back of the coin, there's an eagle sitting on a bundle of arrows, and under the eagle are two olive branches. That's the original reverse design that was used all the way until 1998. So in 1992, the Denver Mint made about 389 million quarters. That's a lot. That means most 1992 D quarters you'll find are common and worth just face value. But here's the thing, not all of them were made the same way. Some had small mistakes. These mistakes, called minting errors, are what makes certain coins rare and valuable. So what are these errors? And why do they make the coin worth more? Let's go over some of the most common and most valuable errors found in 1992 D quarters. The first one is called the close AM reverse. Now this one's kind of hard to spot unless you look closely. On the back of the coin, look at the word America. Normally, the A and M have a little space between them. But on some rare 1992 D quarters, the A and M are really close together, almost touching. That happened because the mint accidentally used a die meant for proof coins, coins made for collectors, on regular circulation coins. This small mistake makes the coin really rare. If you find a 1992 D quarter with a close AM reverse, and it's in good condition, it could be worth anywhere from $5,000 to $30,000. And if it's in excellent condition, with sharp details and no scratches, it might be worth $100,000 or more. Now let's talk about double die errors. A double die error happens when the coin is struck twice by the die, and the two strikes don't line up perfectly. This makes parts of the coin look doubled. You can often see it in the words, Liberty, or, In God We Trust, or even in the date, 1992. If the doubling is clear and the coin is in good condition, it could be worth a few $100s, or even a few thousand. These kinds of coins are really interesting to collectors because they look unusual and are harder to find. Another type of error is the off-center strike. This one is pretty easy to spot. It happens when the coin isn't placed properly during the minting process, so the design gets stamped off-center. You'll see that part of the coin looks blank, while the rest of the design is squished to one side. The value depends on how far off the strike is. If it's just a little bit off, maybe it's worth $20 or $50. But if it's really off, like 50% or more, and you can still see the full date, collectors might pay $500 to $1,500 or even more. Now there's another error that has to do with how quarters are made. Quarters aren't made from solid silver or copper anymore. Instead, they're made from layers. There's a copper core in the middle, and the outside is a nickel-copper mix called cladding. Sometimes, that outer layer is missing on one side, and the copper core is exposed. It gives the coin a strange, reddish color, almost like a penny. This is called a missing clad layer error, and these coins are popular with collectors. If the coin is in good condition, it might sell for $500 to $2,500. Another error that shows up sometimes is called a die crack. This happens when the die used to stamp the coin starts to break or crack. When that cracked die is used, the coin ends up with raised lines or bumps, usually on the face or along the rim. These aren't as rare, but they're still collectible. Depending on how big or clear the die crack is, these coins can be worth $10 to $100. Now this next one is pretty exciting. It's called a wrong planchet error. This means the quarter was struck on a blank meant for a different coin. For example, maybe it was struck on a dime planchet, so it's smaller and lighter than a regular quarter. These coins are very rare and can be worth $3,000 to $10,000 or more. So if you ever find a 1992 D quarter that looks smaller or lighter than normal, don't ignore it. Get it checked out by a professional. Alright, now let's talk about condition. This is super important. Even if a coin has a rare error, it's only worth big money if it's in great condition. Collectors look for coins that have sharp details, no heavy scratches, and little to no wear. Coins that look brand new are called mint state coins. The best of the best are graded by coin grading companies like PCGS or NGC. They use a scale from 1 to 70. A grade of 60 or higher is considered mint state. If your rare 1992 D quarter is in mint state, the value can go way up, sometimes into the six-figure range. One collector found a 1992 D quarter with a rare error and sent it in for grading. It came back in top condition, and that coin later sold at auction for over $143,000. And believe it or not, there may be coins out there that are even more rare, maybe a new kind of error that hasn't been seen before. Experts say that if someone finds a one-of-a-kind 1992 D quarter, with a combination of rare features and a high grade, it could easily sell for $250,000, $350,000, or even $450,000 someday. So what can you do? Start by checking your change. If you come across a 1992 D quarter, don't spend it right away. Take a close look. Use a magnifying glass or even the zoom on your phone camera. Look at the letters. Look at the date. Look for doubling, missing layers, or anything that looks unusual. If you think you found something rare, the next step is to get it checked. You can send your coin to a grading service, or bring it to a local coin shop. Just make sure it's someone you trust. And if it turns out to be valuable, there are lots of ways to sell it. You can use websites like eBay, or work with coin dealers and auction houses like Heritage Auctions. Just be careful, do your research so you don't get scammed or underpaid. So there you have it. A regular-looking quarter from 1992 might not seem special, but if it has the right kind of error, and it's in good shape, it could be worth way more than face value. It could be worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Pretty cool, right? Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about this hidden treasure. If you liked the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you want more simple videos about valuable coins, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Let me know in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin? Do you have any 1992 D quarters at home? I'd love to hear your stories. Take care, and as always, happy coin hunting.